All right, so we're back for one more video. Maybe not the last one, but I'm gonna add another Redux action here. And so in this project, I have this thing where I select these and it calculates the cost of all these components together. But what I want is to build some kind of presets. So I have put a little presets section here. I'm gonna throw some buttons in here. I'm gonna use these raised buttons, and it's going to be, hopefully it's going to be kind of cool. You'll be able to click a button and it'll automatically pre-select some of these, and we'll do that all through Redux. So I'll go ahead and grab the code for raised button. I already made a little bit of a paper container here. So this is that Material UI paper. And then I'm going to take the button and we'll say, here's the button. And the let's see how you add the text for it. All right, label. So the label is going to be something like there's one that I know that people will want to see. It's the UAV Futures. That's a guy with a YouTube channel. It's the $100 build. So that's one that I'm going to just try to add. Style is not defined. We don't need, not sure if we need that style. I'll keep it. Okay, UAV Futures $100 build. And then I want these to all be in line, kind of. So I'm just going to change this to be a span for now. And then I'll add more buttons. So I'll add a second button here just for kicks, and I'll just call it the I'll call it the 30 amp alien build. Maybe I'll spell it amp. All right, and then you'll be able to click these buttons, and then they're going to pre-select a bunch of boxes. So how do we do that? The answer would be we're going to add another Redux action. So in products, I will add another something I'll call like function dot select preset, and it'll just be a name, preset name. Let's just call it name. We don't need to get real fancy. It's going to be return, and I'm going to make a type at this point. So there's going to be a type. It'll be const product preset. Yeah, product preset. And I'm putting these together with the product stuff just because I think it actually has to do with products. So I think it makes sense to still put these actions together. But as I flesh this site out and get it a little bit more complicated, probably I won't keep. I'll probably make new actions and new reducers. Product preset, and then the name of the preset will be the name. So what we'll do is we'll pass in the name of the preset, and then in the reducer it'll pick the name and blah blah blah, right? So we'll just kind of pass around some name, and then the name is going to be how we look up what the preset is in the reducer, just to keep things simple. So then the home page is the connected component, right? So the connected component is going to have the action, and we have all of these actions here. So I'll say product preset is the action, and it'll be name. We're just going to wrap this in an arrow function around the dispatcher. Product actions dot product preset name. Should be as simple as that. Product preset, and then on the button we just need to make sure we wire up the on click. So I believe that there is some kind of on click, and yes there is. So on click is going to be this dot product presets, and then I'm just gonna hard code in here UAV futures 100. That'll be that one, and then the other one will be whoops, and then there's one more thing. It's under props actually, right? So, and I don't like lines getting that long, so I'm gonna kick these onto next line just because I don't, it feels bad. All right, so there's that one, and then we'll have the 30A alien. All right, so those are gonna go flow through the reducer, and flow through the action. Action is gonna return that, and then now I need to listen for product preset in the reducer. So let's go to the reducer. There it is, and then I'll do another case, and the case will be case types dot products preset. And I'll say just console. I'm just gonna console log and not do anything. We'll just make sure this is working. We'll say preset state action, and then I'll just return state for now and not do anything. So let me make sure that compiled. Let's just make sure it compiled. Okay, and then maybe it didn't compile. Okay, all right. Product preset. So it's saying it's not in there. Select preset. Yeah, that's why, because I called it something different. All right, let's consistently name everything everywhere. Select preset. Select preset. Select preset. Select preset. Okay. So I'm gonna pop the console open. You can ignore these errors because they're all from that Discuss plugin down here. I think it doesn't like something about Twitter, and also I've got Ghostery on, so it's blocking stuff, which that's okay. So anyway, I'm gonna click this. Interesting. All right, so the preset, it looks like it's firing immediately, which is a problem. Which is okay. That's because I didn't wrap this in an arrow function. All right, there we go. So the reason I had to do that is because this is an actual function call, and then what I need to do is give it a function so it can call it when it's on click. But if I just put an actual function call in here, it's just gonna call it as soon as it compiles and renders. So now I'm getting stuff in there in my reducer. So that's good then. That's good. All right, so what we're gonna do in the reducer now is we're gonna have to do a little bit of fancy stuff. So what I need to do is have a list of what those presets correspond to, and as far as items. So I'm gonna say const preset master, let's spell this right, preset master list, and it's just gonna be an object. That'll be fine. We'll look them up by the keys, and then the keys are obviously, that's one of the keys, and that'll be an array of names that'll correspond to, and then there's gonna be another key, and this is just the data structure I just thought of using while I was on a bike ride earlier, so we'll see if this works or not. It'll probably work. And then so like the UAV features, I think it's this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the names, and we're gonna select these by name. And I'm just gonna assume the name is gonna be unique across the items, so that'll be sufficient, I hope. So it'll be the name of the frame. This will be the name of the flight controller. Flight controller. Yeah, grab that. This may end up being brittle. I don't know. We'll see. It'll break if you change any names of anything, or if I remove any of these. So the $100 build is just going to be all the cheapest products. I think he used this in the video. I haven't watched the video in a while, but I think that that's the one he used. So we'll just do that. We'll do those 4 just to get started. I think it's this. Which one is it? The foreign one? There we go. All right. And then the alien is something like the alien frame, obviously. Wherever that is, yeah. And then we'll just put all the best stuff on this one. We'll put like the hype train motors. There's hype train motors there. All right, and we don't need to do all of this. Now the one thing, I'm gonna have to import a bunch of these products to get this to work. So I'm gonna go into the product grid and just kind of copy all of these. And then I'm not sure if we're gonna be on the right path, but it'll be okay. Const all products. So you're gonna see what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to iterate through all of these and then check the names and then add them to the products. It'll be okay though. It'll be somewhat slow, but there aren't enough products here to make it slow noticeably, so it'll be okay. Accidentally copied the wrong thing there. All right, motors, ESC, cams, VTX, props, PDB, antenna, receiver. All right, cool. So that's good. And then I'll make a function. It'll just be like something like function select for preset, and then I'll pass it a product, and it's actually I'll pass it a preset name, and it's going to return an array of products selected. It's going to be simpler than it sounds. I'm going to say const product list equals preset master list preset name. So what's going to happen here is when I pass the preset in, I'm going to get it by key from this master list. So when I pass in UAV features 100, I'll get this list back, right? And then it's as simple as iterating through all of these products. So I'll make a list. I'll say products selected. That'll be an empty and array. And then at the end of this method, I'll return that. And then I'm just going to have to iterate through the products. I'll say all products dot for each product type. And then now remember, this is now an object with keys of the actual product. So now I have to go object.keys product, product type dot for each product. Now I'm actually down to the product at this point. So yeah, it's a loop with an inner loop. Right, it sucks, but there aren't that many that we're gonna have to iterate through, so it's probably okay. And now it's as simple as saying if product dot name equals anything in that product list, in that preset master list. So I'll say what I'll actually do is say product list dot index of product dot name does not equal -1. So what I'm doing here, I'm saying in this array, if I found this element in that array, it's not equal to -1. -1 means I didn't find it. So if I did find it, I'll just say product selected dot push into that other array this product. And then the trick is now I'm going to overwrite this completely, whatever I got back. So I'll just say const products select for preset action dot name. So that's going to be the name of the preset. And then now I'm going to have the new list of products completely. I'm just going to object dot assign that. I never spell assign right on these videos. I'm just gonna assign that completely over top of the old product list, right? So I'm gonna drop that completely over top of the products, wipe out whatever was there, it doesn't matter. And this might do the trick, we'll see. We'll see. Product selected is not defined. Product selected. All right. Okay, one more thing. Products is a duplicated something or other. Hold on, what? Where was it declared before that? Oh well. So to say products is selected. Cannot resolve. Okay, right. So then the problem is these are all moved. So I need to go up one, and I need to go to, let's see where I am. I'm inside of reducers. So I can go up one, and then down inside of components products. So I need to go down into components. All right, that might do it. Cannot resolve products. I missed that one somehow. All right. Okay, let's see if this works. Nothing happened. That's not good. So something's wrong, apparently. Let's just see if it's getting wiped out. Well, that's good. So that's at least good. The thing that I want to do now is throw a debugger in here and make it stop. So at this point, if I click this, it'll break into the debugger. I can just make sure everything's populated correctly. So this all products, yeah, everything got loaded. That's good. Oh, so the problem is, I already figured the problem out here. The problem is when I do object.keys, I'm getting the key name. I need to do product key, because this is actually just the product key for that particular thing. As if you see here, I have an array, but inside of these I've got an object, and I'm gonna iterate through the keys. So that's what that object.keys, it returns an array of keys, and then now inside of there I've got objects, so I need to select that object out. I believe that will be the problem. So I just need to make sure I got the actual product, and then I think we're probably good. All right, and there we go. It worked. So there it is. So now if I do the 30 amp alien build, it'll select these two. Let's add in this this SP Racing F3 with OSD here. I think if I just grab that title, it'll be fine. And then I'll put in some 30 amp speed controllers. We use these SpeedX controllers. Those look nice. There you have it. It's pre-selected all of those. Isn't that nice? Then we can go back to the UAV features. So you can see this one is much more expensive. So anyway, that is it. That is the video for this little project here. Just to recap, we went through to the products. We added a new case type in the reducer. We added a new action in the actions. There's the new type of action. And then inside of the container, we wired it up into these button clicks from the action. And then of course you have to wrap it in the dispatcher. So that was it. Thank you for watching.